The 911 call simulator is intended to provide a general overview of how to enter a call into the CAD. In real life, you would be verbally communicating with the caller, but for the purposes of this lab, you'll just be selecting questions from the drop-down menu in the order that they should be asked. To begin the lab, you'll initiate a call, and that will load a scenario into the system. We go to the drop-down menu, and these questions are in the order that they should be asked. The first question we would ask the caller is, what is the location of the emergency? I'm going to press respond.
303 Oak Lane.
And I'm going to enter the information that the caller gave me, and I'm going to print that to the monitor. It will appear down here. According to IAED standards, the second question that we ask is, what is the number you're calling from, or what is a callback number in case we get disconnected? So I will ask the caller.
555-1003.
I will input that to the monitor. I now have 2 out of 3 pieces of information that I'm going to need to dispatch. Tell me exactly what happened.
Garage fire with smoke visible.
And I will enter that. Now, you can see down here that we have 3 pieces of information that we're going to need. Where is the emergency? Callback number. What is the emergency? If you were just the call taker, you would now transfer this information to dispatch and move on to another call. But if you are the call taker and the dispatcher, the next proper thing to do would be to inform the caller that you are, in fact, dispatching resources. I have help on the way.
Okay, please hurry.
And this informs them that while you may have follow-up questions for them, you have dispatched the appropriate resources, help is on the way. We aren't going to get into those follow-up questions in this lab. We're mostly concerned with just the initial interrogation of the caller and determining which resources to dispatch. According to our window, we have a garage fire with smoke visible. This is clearly going to be a fire response, so I'll select engine 1. And because smoke is visible, we're going to make this a code 1, because where there is smoke, there is fire. Again, the caller has been informed that help is on the way. But at this point, we're going to dispatch our units, and the lab will end here. When I click dispatch the units that I've selected, I will get a grade. Don't take this information too seriously. The grade has no bearing on whether or not you pass this unit or the course. It's just giving you feedback on the information that you entered into the monitor. And honestly, the information I entered is a 5 out of 5, but at the moment of this recording, the CAD is expecting me to type in 303 Oak LN, comma, and you can see that I typed 303 Oak Lane. It's the same information, but the CAD is picky about what information you enter. You are unlikely to face similar issues because the CAD will be updated before it is released. This is just for the purposes of giving you some feedback to check your work. If I had chosen EMS or police for a garage fire with smoke, I would get a lower score because that would not be the appropriate response. In addition, if I had chosen the wrong urgency or priority, I would get a point taken off. But again, don't take this grade too seriously. It's just for feedback. You can use this lab as often as you want. If you click Initiate Call, you'll get a fresh scenario loaded. You will run out of scenarios at one point and you'll become bored. But the point of this particular lab is just for you to understand what information we need, what order do we need it in, and then determine what resources to dispatch before we continue with any follow-up information with the caller. Practice this as often as you like.